I remembered to unmute the mic. I don't expect this one will rake in the views or anything. I don't really care. I wanted to play this again, and so I'm going to play it again. And I'll play it a week. Well, I'm not, because last week was no streams, wasn't it? But I didn't get to do Tuesday like I wanted to. So we wouldn't have been playing this today. We would have been doing it on Tuesday. And I almost didn't get to do it today. And I probably shouldn't be, because I've run out of gut medication. So if I start burping and farting and puking and looking generally unwell, that's why. But I get more of that tomorrow, so we'll be fine. So yeah, as usual, I'm using the real equipment. I have like an actual... Will my camera go that low? I don't think it will. It would, but the lever on my tripod would hit the table. So I'll lift the thing up instead. So as usual, we're on the real thing. We've got a real Sega Master System. Yeah, you know. Obviously nothing spectacular. We are just playing Sonic the Hedgehog, which is, well, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. But I think most people are familiar with it, and most people mess with the Mega Drive version. And this is the Master System version, and it's a different dev team. This is, I think it's Aspect who made this. And, yeah, so it's not Sonic Team. And I think it's, what was his name? Koshiro, I think, the composer who did Streets of Rage. So there's a good soundtrack to it. Look at this, though. I mean, this is your storage for cartridges on this thing. You know, yeah, it looks like it's probably been chewed up the manual a bit, but that's what Sega give you to store your cartridges. I mean, look at what this shit Nintendo gave you on their system. Like, oh, look, a little plastic sleeve thing. Piece of shit. I don't even ever working one of those anymore, and I don't want one. Honestly, I don't like the NES. I think it's trash. I think its sound chip's bad. You've heard in the past, I'm sure, I've done music on the Master System. And, you know, people will give me shit like, oh, it only has 3 square channels and a noise channel and shit, and it does, but I'd rather listen to that than the crap that comes out in the fucking NES. It just sounds like a cat been raped. So, you know, thing is, I use words like that, and I think you're not supposed to say those now, are you? I think nowadays you're supposed to censor everything. I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to play the fucking game. I've had a terrible day, and I want to do something fun. The problem with my little converter box, it always fucks up the field order, so I have to power it off and power it back on. Yeah, you're wanking over the Famiclones. Your part of the world's a bit weird in that regard, you know. Master System, I think, overall, outsold the NES worldwide until Nintendo keep finding, oh no, we found this other million that we sold and just didn't notice at the time. A bit Sonic with the noseless aliens. Yeah, if it'll... There we go. I'd love to know who recorded the demo. This isn't me. Like, them running into shit, it seems like they're trying to show you. But, like, they just die immediately. Hopefully I don't play that bad. I haven't played this in years. Noseless alien Sonic. Howdy, Nordic Warrior. I've been putting your stuff on as background noise. I just watched you going through Duke Nukem Forever. I've forgotten to switch input on my monitor. I'll be doing no good playing looking at the OBS screen because it's over a second behind. No, I think a lot of people ignore this version. It's a shame because it's actually pretty damn good. Like, obviously they're trying to give you Green Hill, and it's not going to look like it does on the Mega Drive. You can basically skip this level here if you get the movement right. I was never very good at doing that. Yeah. See, I don't agree with you about liking it, but I like that you like it. I think that's neat, that there's someone who actually does. And I can see your points of why. I would actually rather play that than most of the other shit that was around at the time. But I'd still rather not. We won't ever see that one on here again. Yeah, Sonic's a bastard, man. I should have queued that song up in OBS, shouldn't I? I might be able to do that at some point. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a contrary. It's independent thought, I think. The one thing that gets me, though, is you say about people following the crowd and stuff, and I find a lot of the time, like, people will like something and can't accept that it's bad, so... Or they'll not like something but can't accept that it's objectively good. Well, I always find that a bit of an odd thing. You know, it's... oh, no, I'm not speedrunning, it doesn't matter. You can sort of bounce if you hold right there, he'll land in the deeper water, it's faster. It's not too slow in the water in this, though. In fact, in Sonic 2 on this system is ridiculously fast in the water. Like, I think it's actually faster on the water in some cases in Sonic 2. I don't know how the audio is. I think it could be louder, couldn't it? Because this is quiet. This might get really loud really fast, so let me know if it does. Is that too loud? I think that's probably too loud. Oops. Let's try... what do I usually let this down by? Let's try at 2.5. Let's see if it's what... Yeah, the MOS system, I think it does have more power. Like, it seems to. It runs better. But I don't know what upgrades it has over the SG-1000, so... As to which... I don't think there's much of a gap between the SG-1000 and the NES. But I definitely don't miss the NES. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to get another one. Now, what you just saw there, though, is something that is very good in this game, and that is... The movement in it is spot on. Like, it has a few small bits of jank. Road Rash, yeah. Road Rash, the music in that one's cool, because it actually uses some of the lesser-known things on the TI chip. Like, it uses, like, the square channel controlling noise channel stuff. And so that's actually real neat, because you don't hear that very often. There's not a lot of people do that. And the stupid emulator I've been stuck writing music in for it doesn't support it, so... I won't have to worry about that, because I think I said before I'm going to develop myself a little expansion card so I can just put a TI chip in the PC and drive it from MIDI. It's easier than developing something to hook up to this console to do it. You know, that would be way more work, because then I'd have to go and relearn Z80 assembly, and I don't really want to do that. It's, well, I mean, it's 80-80, I suppose. Ah, just one more ring, I get an extra life, there we go. It's real well designed, this stage. Like, a lot of people wouldn't notice things like, you know, how that spring is too short, and at the start you've got all the different springs to show you how it works. PS2 Sega Collection. I remember Mega Collection Plus on the PS2. I used to have that. Some of the games, it was actually my first way to play them was with that. The emulator they used was a bit strange. In that times. You could lag out, like the Mega Drive games in Blue Spheres. Like, if you made too many red ones, it would just lag like crazy. Like this game too. Koshiro was right, it is the Streets of Rage guy. And he does do a fantastic job. We haven't heard too many of his original things in it yet, but I like the soundtrack in this better than the Mega Drive version. You only got 3 square channels, but make good use of them. If you get it just right, you can actually clobber him without waiting for him to come down. On the Game Gear version, you can just do it anywhere, because the screen's not as tall. It's Sonic's Uncle Robotnik, it's Sonic's Uncle Robotnik, why, oops, He'll do Master System version. Well, maybe. See, I'm all programming out. I'm only going to do C for the PC with Duke 3D only. I'm still quite amused by that, how people struggle to read the source for that, and I can do it but can't read anything else worth shit, so... Version is a bonus feature. No, but yeah, see, I grew up on a street where everyone had Nintendo consoles, as in the SNES, but we did have one kid who had a Master System. It was in a really, really heavily Christian family. So yeah. Unfortunately, he was a bit of a bellend, so... The rest of his family were cool, it was just him who was a jerk. Oh no, why did I do that? Mega Collection Plus, yeah. See, I would have been well into my teens when Mega Collection Plus came out. Well, now seeing what happens when you die. Pretty standard file. I like the music though. It's good music. Now we've got original music. It's not just Mega Drive music. A little bit like the intro to Full House. You start noticing things though now, because this zone isn't in the Mega Drive version. It's what am I doing? I can go full speed on that. Yeah, now I'm confident enough in the movement of this game. This game has brilliant movement. Like, I've heard people talk about this game, and they really don't seem to mention that. And I think maybe it is because it looks like something beyond, like, say, a NES game or like the microcomputers from the 80s for the most part. And so maybe they sort of look at it with the standards of, that's not this one, I think it's in the next stage, the Emerald. No, it's there. So they look at it by those standards. But a lot of 8-bit games had pretty janky movement in them. It really does work well in this. And it's important in a Sonic game, I think. It's supposed to be fast. A DS, never owned one. Had a Game Boy Pocket, it broke. And I wasn't keen on it. Oh yeah, the Nintendo fans, I'm sure, are pretty rabid. I've run into them before. Yeah, I'm definitely a PC guy first and foremost, but console-wise, I don't know. I would say it's a tie between the Mega Drive and the SNES. You see, growing up, because I was on a Nintendo street, you couldn't say this, and it had to all be the SNES. And then my friend's street, it was all Sega, so it was all Mega Drives. But it's an interesting thing, because maybe it is an age thing here, but, you know, they say, oh, you know, you only like old games better because of nostalgia. But me and that friend found, you know, we never got to play. I never got to play Mega Drive stuff back then, because no one on my street had one. And he didn't get to play SNES games, and of course, years later, you know, friends, you play each other's consoles, and so we never played a lot of this stuff. And we're like, no, this is brilliant, this is great. Like, no, this thing's totally a contemporary of that system, it's just as good. Yeah, PS1 to me is the public lavatory of games consoles. It does have some brilliant games on it, but it has a lot of shite that everybody's forgotten about, all the bargain bin titles. So I can't say I like that console. Plus it's Sony. But it does have some good games on it. I may have to end up with another one for Planet of the Babes, I guess. I'm hoping that I might just learn one from somebody, but the slimline ones you can get inexpensively. I might just buy one and flog it when I'm done. I used to get to replay Mad Panic Coaster. Not that I can barn CDs now, my CDR 100 got destroyed today, so yeah, that's great. I'll come up with something. Maybe I can repair it. Although I catch up with that in a sec. I'm in an auto-scrolling level, so I'll catch up with things when I'm done in this. I don't trust auto-scrollers, you know, they move at a constant speed, but... no, I don't like turning my back on them. There's like an extra life monitor down one of these. These arrow monitors are basically the lamppost, in case you didn't know this. They act like the checkpoints. You can totally not get them, it'll obviously just kick you back to the start of the level. Hey, the spring's down there, but unfortunately, it doesn't bounce me high enough. Yeah, Haunting Ground I am going to play for Halloween. I will finally finish it. It must be over a decade since I started that Let's Play, and I'm just going to restart from the beginning. I've got to make a cable though. I have to make a cable to do it. Because I can't input Yipper to this thing. And I figure what I'll do is I'll get a SCART cable, and then I'll have to split the composite sync out to a separate sync. I can build a circuit to do that with just glue logic, it's not difficult. And then I should be able to just plug it into the VGA input and tamper with some parameters. I've left it one too late, shit! No, I'm fine. Yeah, I should be able to get it to sync with the capture card and split it out to the monitor. This monitor, I mean, it's a Sony monitor, so it should bloody sync with it. Might not be my main monitor by then. Might have the LED. PS1 shovelware. Yeah, the Wii ended up getting a lot of shovelware, didn't it? I seem to think. Late in its life, or was it the Wii U that was like just a shovelware central, but nobody cared because nobody owned that bloody thing? Well, system has a built-in scanline counter. It rings a bell, I think it might. U doesn't seem designed for scanline effects. Howdy, we're back, Tuck. I have been watching your Doom playthrough. I haven't got round to writing a comment on it yet, but that last level you ended up on definitely isn't in the main rotation. I have a feeling it's probably a multiplayer map. I've never seen it before. So maybe it has no exit. Because it used to be annoying in Duke sometimes, where somebody would throw a tantrum in a Duke match and they'd just hit the exit button. I mean, it didn't stop the game, it just kicked you out of the level and took you to the next one. I don't really know how Doom did it, like if they used the same method or not. You know, this boss, you can definitely hit him more than once when he comes up. It's totally doable, but as I say, I'm not playing this in years, I'm not taking any chances. I only have a finite number of lives, so I don't want to be going back to the title screen. I reckon I can knock this out without getting a game over. And if I got time left, I'll play the second one. Might not be, Sonic Chaos I might not do. I do have it, but I'm not overly keen on Sonic Chaos. Technically, it's actually quite nice, Sonic Chaos. It does some cool things, and it has some cool mechanics. It just... I never felt it played that well. Jungle Zone. Jungle Zone can get pretty frustrating. And so this music has just a wonderful fact of... It's that feeling that old games do so well, where... Come on, this game's for little children. It should be easy. And you're losing at it. And everyone else is having a good time but you. So it must be your fault. That's what it makes you feel like. It just seems to be something this era of games really did pull off well. I'm trying to remember where the emerald is. No, it has to be in this stage, because the next stage is a stop scroller. Like, it won't let you scroll back down. Like the death plane moves up the screen. So it must be in here. And there's like a log you have to roll. Yeah, I think it's just past this bit. There are currents in the water. Let me catch up with what's going on. So that part there. Yeah. Oh, I didn't like Doom's level design anyway. What got me was the names that they used. Like, it's as if they came up with them after the fact. Just like, whatever, just call it that. Sounds cool. You said before I joined this is an actual Master System. It's a Mark 1 Master System. Duke Match videos. Yeah, the Rage Quitter. Yeah, it was pretty funny. I can't really talk people into doing it anymore. Like, people just don't want to multiplayer things with me, man. I try, every now and then, I try and talk people into doing it, and hope they haven't heard of me, but they just won't do it. So, why not play some Duke Nukem 3D? No, I'd rather not do that. Come on, man. Why don't we do some Need for Speed 3? No, I'd rather not do that, man. Me and some dude tried doing Interstate 76 once. We could never get it to work. But we tried to multiplayer that, because I really wanted to see that. It would have just been such a colossal shit show. Like, that game barely functions in single players. In multiplayer, I can only imagine what it would be like. Like, that would just be delightful. Noseless alien Sonic in this. Well, I mean, he has a nose. So, I mean, unless there's frames it disappears on, I don't know about. I don't actually look at the player sprite very much when I play these games. Like, when I play this type of game, my focus is generally not on Sonic. It's on things that are around Sonic. I just sort of vaguely keep track of where the player sprite is, but don't really look at it. Because there's not much I can gain by looking at the player sprite. I can gain more by looking at the rest of the screen. Yeah, the Master System's an 8-bit system. It runs on a Zilog Z80. Speeds it out. It's like 4 megahertz, I think. I think it's 4 megahertz. So it's like an enhanced Intel 8080. Yeah, the Game Gear's sort of squished, isn't it? I miss my Game Gear. I'm getting another one. I actually had the Coca-Cola one for a time. But I sold that just before I started out on YouTube, I think, so never got to show it. I'm gonna get a Nomad though. I'm gonna get a Sega Nomad. I wish I'd bought myself one for Christmas instead of that wretched synthesizer, but well, you can't have everything. This is the stop scroller I was on about. You can't go back down. The death barrier's moving up, so it can only scroll up. Like now, I can't drop back onto that log because it will just kill me. Yeah, well, you see, that's what I hope to do, is find a broken console when I go looking for the Nomad. If I can find a dead one, the chances that I can get it to work are pretty good. I mean, I do that a lot. You know, it's worth learning how to repair things, because you can get things cheaper, and also you can make money out of people who don't know how to repair them, because, well, I can fix that, just give it to me and pay me the cost of parts and an hourly rate, and I'll have it going in no time. It's really the same with any skill, I suppose. I mean, I taught myself to weld, you know, I can weld, and that's pretty useful, because most people can't, so turns out people want things welded together. So, well, I'll come and do that, you know, I ain't got a problem with that as long as you pay me to do it. I'll catch up with things in a second, though. Makes me nervous, this level, I'll admit. Used to die on this level a lot. Of course, the music's there, mocking me the whole time. Sega was superior to Nintendo's in general. In many ways, yeah. I think they were in this generation. They certainly were here. Nintendo didn't know how to market their system worth shit because it came out the same time as this here. It was late. And the pack-in games were bloody awful. They're like, oh, here's Duck Hunt. It's like, who gives a damn about that? Whereas Sega included Alex Kidd. It's built into the console. It's sort of like the Atari 7800 does it, where the ROM is inbuilt. So I think people look at that now and it's like, how did that conquer like half the world or whatever? It's like, well, you know, look at what Nintendo was packing in. Their console was like £100 or so more, so, you know, really you'd have felt a bit of a dummy buying it here. Like, generally, I think it's only the USA where the NES did all that well. Like, I guess whoever was in charge of... Oh, no, the timer! No! Oh! Hey, I technically got the ending barrier. I love how it shows you the score screen and just doesn't... It's just like, no, that's what you could have had, and you're not having it. I think Sega's games have maybe aged a bit better than Nintendo's in a lot of cases. I can't quite place my finger on what it is about them that makes me feel that way, but they do seem to have aged a bit better. This console's outlived the NES, so physically this thing's aged better. And the Dreamcast and the Saturn have outlived both the PlayStations, so it's got that going for it, right? Oh, what was the strategy for this? No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it either. SNES had the best game of all time. The Snail Maze, yeah. I was told there's a way to... like that there's some secret button combination you can press to... get that going on this, but I didn't like, so I don't think it's in here. It's Sonic's Uncle Eggman. Hey look, it's Uncle Robotnik. Why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Da, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, bad. Always have problems with this boss. Rush the games, or... Yeah, well, Atari to me, that is generally trash. I think the only reason Atari did well in the first place was that they only had one button and it didn't intimidate people. But you want to talk about games that didn't age well, yeah, near enough the entire VCS library. In all fairness to the Atari VCS, that piece of crap's still working. I mean, look at that, thing's nearly 50 years old now, so... I mean, it's not like there's really anything in it to break, but... it comes out every few years, when usually when a new console comes out and doesn't work properly, then the Atari VCS comes out the box, just to rub salt in the wounds a bit, you know. Just like, well, that wasn't me, that was the button. I noticed when I was testing it, the one button's actually a little bit faulty. Well, yeah, that Dreamcast has outlived every other disc-based system other than the Saturn and the Sega CD here. Like, my Sega CD is still ticking, so... I wonder which will be the last to go. Only Yamaha drives for the Dreamcast seem to live the longest out of the drives for that. Because they had more than one manufacturer for it. Yeah, I mean, there's no surprises there. They seems to make good optical drives in general, Yamaha. Don't know who made the ones in the other consoles. I would assume Yamaha made a lot of Sega's drives, because they definitely had a hardware contract with Yamaha. No, damn it. I hate this boss, and I'd beat it already. Yeah, whereas my first console was an Atari, you see, the 7800. Because when I was a kid, you could buy the 7800 with, like, something stupid like 18 games for £18.99. So this was the console and the games, and you could just buy them in warehouse clubs like Macro for nothing. So it actually sold quite well here after its life was really over, because we're talking like the 90s. The console wasn't even being made anymore, and yet suddenly it had this lease of life given to it because it was cheap and parents just bought them for their kids. But it was wasted a bit, the 7800, because it could do a lot more. I'll press button 2 this time, there we go. It could do a lot more than what it really got to see it do. There were very few games that took advantage of it, but as Atari, they were lazy, they just kept releasing the same shit. Given when the VCS is from, it will be NMOS and probably a bit of PMOS. I mean, it's not like there's that much in there to get hot or anything, though. I mean, I figure the MOS system's probably got a fair bit of NMOS in it. Oh no, that's just unpleasant. I actually like this level, and I actually like the music in this level. It might be the second best music in this game. Oh no, I'm gonna get killed. That's what I get for being indecisive. Moral of the story, indecision bad. Once you've made your mind up, commit to it, even if it's a bad idea. Mod to use flash memory on Dreamcast. Yeah, that thing's a dirty word around here because I bought one that didn't work, so I got a Durner drive on the Dreamcast, but then we ended up rage quitting Half-Life and I couldn't get it to work on there anyway. I don't need to do that though. And now we want to replay Sonic Adventure, but I remember the last time I did any Sonic Adventure on here, I got a channel strike for being anti-Semitic, so I don't know, maybe it's because Sonic's blue or something. Do I want to go up there? Maybe I want to go up there, you know. I don't remember the layout that well. I remember pieces of the layout. This is just going to send me back where I was, isn't it? I mean, it has to. The levels are only 2D, so... Oh yeah, we're back here. That's alright, I can get that. Well, we now know that we're shite. Yeah, the GD-ROM emulator, that thing didn't work, and so... Oh no! Serves me right, I wasn't looking. There's no bubble shield in this. Then again, there wasn't in the Mega Drive version of Sonic 1, was there? We saw there was a shield over there, but it's just the standard shield, and I'm not picking it up, and I'm just going to be cocky and jump over those. Because I feel confident in this game's movement, and I made myself look like a moron in that starting area, so now I really have to make up for that, don't I? There was a friend of mine who was convinced one of the Mega Drive version's special stages had a swastika hidden in it. I've seen those in the layout editor, and I don't remember there being one, but maybe there was. As far as I know, it's the only way to defeat this guy is to let him chuck his balls at you and then go back down there and just sort of wait, give him a moment of privacy and then come back when he's done, you know, shooting his balls and, yeah. I mean, it's just manners. Is the Chaos Emerald in this stage or the other? We'll figure it out. I think the swinging, yeah, those come in. So I remember bits of the layout. Those are just unpleasant. Nobody likes those. There probably is somebody who really likes those. They're like their favourite thing in all of Sonic is the bloody chain ball with no chain. Shit. So, yeah, and because of that, I don't... Damn it. Oh, the movement in this game's great, he says. It is when you control it properly. But yeah, I can't see myself playing Sonic Adventure on the channel again because of that. But I'll play it in my own time. It's a shame, I would have liked to stream that again. I like Sonic Adventure. In most of the 2D games I have, Sonic 2 I don't remember if I bothered. Like, as in the Mega Drive version of Sonic 2, I don't actually like that game very much. Like, I actually think half of Sonic 2 on the Mega Drive being cut was actually a good thing in my book, because that game's too long as it is. No, it's the next one where I do that, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. It's like an odd-metered compound time, this song. Ah! I'm making a pig's ear of it. I like how quickly he sinks when you go in the water. That's what it's like if I try and swim. I just sink. And it's why I don't do it. You know, I argue that somewhere I have ancestors, whatever creatures they may be, that, you know, apparently came out of the water and, you know, that must have taken a lot of effort for whatever those were to drag themselves up on land and adapt to being on the land. So why should I piss in their face by going back in the water? I mean, I can build a boat, can't I? And I like birds. Why would I go in the water myself? Let the boat go in the water. Oh jeez, I missed time there. Sonic Adventure 2 I don't like. I thought that game was horrible. And the Knuckles levels, it was amazing how they made them worse than they were in Adventure 1, and they were mandatory as well. I mean, at least in Adventure 1, yeah, you needed to do them if you wanted to 100% the game, but if you didn't care, you could just not play them, and you could still complete the main Sonic story. Of course, you didn't get to play as Amy in Sonic Adventure 2, and it was a letdown, because I felt like that was underdeveloped in Adventure 1, and they could have done some pretty neat things with it. You know, they could have done something really puzzle-oriented. That's sort of my kind of deal. Come on, give me the R, damn it! I'll nod my head. Faster! There we go. And, you know, it may be a relief to somebody with how sensitive people are now. You don't get the drowning music in this game, and I know that terrifies some people. I don't know why. You know, thinking about it, you're on about scanline counter stuff, lame guy. I wouldn't be surprised if the water's doing something with that. Right, the Emerald is coming up, so you need to run like hell with this. It's actually one of the easiest ones to get in here, because it's right out in the open. Sonic the Hedgehog, he's a fucking bastard. He smells like shit. His balls are blasted. a Sonic. Hey, I got a spider over there. I don't show up on the camera. It's only tiny. One of the things I miss, Nessa, too, are the hub worlds. Yeah, I liked the hub worlds. I like hub worlds. They're a waste of time. Yeah, I could see that point. But I quite liked them. They were fun, because there were things to do in them. You had the emblems to find, and a couple of mild puzzles to get into things, like the worlds, and so... You know, it wasn't too bad. There's a one-up in this level that's quite hard to get. It's off to the left there. Making it there isn't too hard. Making it back, on the other hand, not so easy. It's Sonic's Uncle Robotnik. Don't attack him when he's down there. I remembered just as I did it. You can do it, but you're just making it harder than it needs to be. Again, I haven't played this for years. Last time I played this would have been when I actually streamed it years ago now. I don't remember how long ago it was. So yeah, the done thing, I think, would just be to avoid the hits and attack him when he comes down here. But damn it! I'm gonna get torpedoed. Just a frame too early. Well, that's maybe not bad, hanging at the edge and letting him fire him off screen, but I mean, they're not really much of a threat. Maybe they're running out of ideas for the bosses by now. Yes! Thinks he's bloody tough with his stupid underwater pill capsule thing that fires fire in water. Does that make sense? Robotnik must be one hell of a scientist if he can defy the laws of physics like that. I mean, you know, why are we funding this guy? I still like the thought Robotnik's probably the good guy. I mean, since when did you see a blue hedgehog? I mean, that's got to be some sort of mutation out of a lab or something. You can't let it escape. It might reproduce and wreak havoc on the ecosystem. We established years ago that Sonic probably doesn't have genitalia, but I mean, maybe he does it some other way. Maybe he can just self-replicate. You know, maybe he's like one of those life forms. Save the woodland creatures, you know, maybe you're actually endangering them by not letting Robotnik kill him. Ah, I've not seen the movie. I don't know anything about that. I saw an animated Sonic movie when I was a kid, and I've never seen it anywhere else. Like, I rented it, and it was like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The animation was similar to the Tom and Jerry movie, but like cheaper. So it must have been some knockoff. Yeah, I could never. Then again, I had a Sonic game on the PC that was really unstable, and I've never been able to find that again. It looked like Mario 2 on the NES with a broken palette, but running in DOS with Sonic the Hedgehog in it. Yeah, people mention this OVA thing, but I don't think that's it. Maybe it is, but it doesn't look like the thing I remember. The Emerald's a bit of a bastard to get in this level. However, there's a thing here. Oh shit, that serves me right. I love the music in this world, though. It's way better than the Mega Drive music. It's similar to it in its progression, but it's way more depressing sounding. I know there's like a clip of it in Sonic Jam on the Saturn, the OVA. So, but but it really doesn't look like the thing I remember. But yeah, there's a thing a lot of people don't seem to notice in this. You see the doors there, right? That door's one way. It'll open for me now, but it won't now. It's got little orangey coloured dots on it, and that's how those are. Well, those would be the motion sensors, so the door will only open from the side that those are on. And so, when it gives us a maze in a few minutes, that'll save you running into doors that won't open. Because people just seem to bump into them to test them. Like that one has them on both sides, so it will open from here as well. I forgot those were a thing. Don't smirk and game at the same time. Well, nah, I'm not going to tell you not to smirk. You know what? You should be an adult. You can make your own decisions. I don't need to tell you. Is this the one? No, it isn't. I don't think. Yeah, so it's not in this zone. It's in the next zone. Well, the next act. It's in the Mario movie either. You see, I don't watch movies that came out after the 90s. Like, there's maybe one or two movies from after the 90s that I will watch and I just don't bother otherwise, because they just kept sucking, so I just stopped bothering to see them. It seemed like the sensible thing to do. You know, it's like, I don't like doing this thing, so I'm just going to stop doing this thing. A lot of people don't seem to be able to do this. They're like, man, I hate this thing. I'm just going to keep doing it and complaining about it. I guess I do that a little bit on this channel, because if I start playing a game I don't really like, I will tend to keep playing it. But I mean, there's sort of a novelty in that, I think. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't streaming, you know, like recording. I would just stop. And even then I won't push to the end like I used to. You saw with Biomenace, where I just went, you know what, fuck this, I'm not wasting my time on it anymore. And I'm still quite sad about that. God damn it. My fault, I'm being impatient here. You can actually get through this door without opening it, because you can outrun the collision a little bit. Yeah, modern movies I figure are a bit like modern music, and I just don't want anything to do with them. I got sick of seeing that fucking ugly fucking her out of that Snow White movie all over the front page. No matter how many times I tell that, it's like I have never shown any interest in anything Disney or Snow White or whoever this fucking whore is. Her face repulses me. She looks like a fucking beetle or something. You can get in the ceiling a bit sometimes. Do you want to be up or down here? I don't know. We'll just go up. One of them leads to a room. The other one leads to a sort of step thing. Ah, right. Do I need to switch on? I don't think so. There we go. Penultimate emerald. No, it's not. I gotta go through this. I watched, so you did, yeah. Well, I look at it this way. If I wasn't going to watch it, I don't really want to know, because I'd already made my mind up, hadn't I? So why do I need to have somebody else watch it for me? I mean, if they want to go watch it, then they can go watch it. I'm not going to stop them doing it, but... You said there's a switch up there, and I'm not sure if I can just leave at this point, though. Well, I'll leave that on, in case I end up there, but that's basically the exit up there, I think. So what's the point in the lower part of the level, if that's the case, though? It's junk. Deal with it. Has the game's movement been good again? So much running on me, I think. No, it's just my arm hairs. So this place, because people don't chuck their trash out on this terrace, we get overrun with bugs every year. And I mean, this is a swamp, so you're always full of mosquitoes anyway. Because we're overrun with bugs, that means we get loads and loads of cellar spiders, which I like. And I'm quite happy to have them in here, because I'd rather have those than the bugs. Like, all the mosquitoes and stuff bite. The cellar spiders don't. I mean, they can, they're just not going to. And they eat the mosquitoes. It's like, yeah, that seems like a fair game to me. But there's that many of them that occasionally they fight on the ceiling and, like, you know, they'll end up, like, webbing onto your furniture to save themselves. And I did right with the switch, look at that. But then there was no reason to go up to that room other than getting the emerald then, because the switch was... No, it did start in the wrong position. But then surely I could have just exited the... Oh, I don't know. I didn't make the game. Disney Money Laundry. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. It's got to be a front for something, a lot of it. Well, the bugs and the spiders, I don't mind, because, like I say, the spiders deal with the bugs. I don't have to do anything other than just leave the spiders alone and they'll take care of it. It's when the mice get in there, it's a problem. Like, they don't tend to live in my house, but they'll come in, you know, because of the trash, and, you know, do I have trash? No, I burn my trash. And if it weren't barn, it goes to the city's waste disposal facility. You know, I think if you follow the rings, you'll just get out of here. But I don't remember if that's true. We'll test it. Ah, but there's rings in both directions now, so that's not true. That looks suspect to me. Doing this to me again? They are, I think. Yeah, there we go. There's no emerald to look for in this zone now, so I'm not going to bother exploring those. I suppose they're fairly well designed, these, for what they are. From the housing council constantly refused to take bins and clean the streets. Well, I picked trash up off my street and got shouted at for it by the other residents. It's like, what is that to do with you? Fucking leave it there. It's like, yeah, I don't want a fucking rat problem like we had a couple of years ago. You've got babies, you'd think you wouldn't want it, you know, to me, it's not that bad, I guess, if they get in here and I'll just kill them, but I hate having to do it. Like, I'll do it, because you have to. But I don't want to. I'd rather they just didn't come in and that people dealt with the fucking garbage. I think you told the rat story in your DNF playthrough, from what I remember. It's this sort of thing where there's not really much in the way of creatures that will bother me. You know, the only things that bother me tend to be things I have a reason to avoid. There's, I do have to deal with them in here. Oh, I mistimed it. I do have to deal with them in here because the house is... The framing's rotten, so I get a lot of wood lice. And so that means I get a spider called Disdera crocata. It's red. And they're harmless little things. You know, if you see them around, then... You know, they're a symptom, not a cause of a problem. They just eat wood lice, pretty much exclusively. And, yeah, you know, but they are a defensive spider. If you poke them, they might nip you, and it'll itch a bit. Unfortunately for me, I'm allergic to the venom, so Oh no, I thought the first shock invincibility was longer. I don't care. I'm so close to the end of the game, I don't think I'll game over now. I'm allergic to the venom, so I go into anaphylactic shock if I get nipped by them. And wasps, the same. If I get stung by wasps, the hospital trip immediately. Yeah, fuck this. I'll just go through the gun, whatever. I am going to hire that structural engineer soon, though, and just start threatening the council. I've been here about 10 years now in this piece of shit building. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So it's probably taken years off of my life, this place. It's like... I don't want to live with all this damp and mould and my floor, like, collapsing and shit. Am I just going to wait here? Okay. Can I jump over him? Fuck that. That didn't work. I think it's doable, but... yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's... I'm going to hire a structural engineer, and I'll get him to write a report, and I'm going to send it to the council, and I'm going to be like, look, you're going to have to move me out of this piece of shit, or else you're going to have a lawsuit on your hands, because the floor's going to go through, and if I get injured, or my property gets damaged, I will have you up in front of the judge. I'm not going to hesitate to do it. And plus, your whole terrace is probably the same, so... you know, at that point, I'll go to the newspaper, and... oh, no! Impatience is bad. You know, at that point, what's going to happen? You're going to have to kick the whole terrace out? Hey, Robotnik uses VLC Media Player. That's good to know. I'm guessing he's been out partying the night before, and that's why that's there, right? It used to be the old thing. People don't seem to do that so much now. It used to be quite common where you'd go out, you know, have a night out, and you'd come back with a traffic cone. You don't remember doing it, it'd just be there on your front lawn the next morning. Oops. Well, can't return it now, because I don't know where it came from. My timing is sucking balls today. Oh, I'm so close to the end of the game, I'm not going to game over, says the idiot with the controller. Alright, now that's enough fucking about now. We'll just beat it, I think. Sounds like a good idea to me. I should just pay attention to the level, really, shouldn't I, instead of... I could have gone then, but... I've stuck my hand in the stove and been burnt. I'm hesitant to stick it back in, you know? So... stupid guns. I guess this is sort of like Starlight Zone, but not Starlight Zone. So technically, I suppose it's another zone that isn't in the Mega Drive version. You know, you can just run there, you don't have to spin. The Emerald's not in this stage, it's on the next act of this zone, so... I'm not missing an emerald, I do remember where it is, but getting to it's a little bit dodgy. This game does have continues, but I'm not sure how you get more of them, because I didn't used to game over at it. I mean, I don't know if I will here either. With any luck, I won't. I'd like to finish it without game overing. Look, at least I don't have the total rust I had at the start of the year. I mean, that Mario 3 shit was fucking painful, man. That was awful back when I was doing that. I mean, it was so long since I'd got to sit and play a game, you know. It was a very long time, so it was bound to happen. Skybase. Yeah, you can actually make a jump if you run all the way to the right here, and just jump, you can actually make it to the ladder. But we'll just take the loser beginner's route on the slow floating propeller platform thing. I'm sure Robotnik uses these regularly. I can just see him standing around on them. It's one of his best inventions. Now he doesn't have to walk anymore. I don't know how far this is. I think there's one last one just past where we need to be. Ah, we're basically there. So we just want to be up here. That's it. Last emerald. Oh, shit! I was trying to listen to the fanfare, damn it. At least let me reward my ears for my hard work of standing around doing nothing on the platforms. I mean, this is real difficult, what I'm doing right now, you know, just, I think it remembers I've picked it up, but you know full well if I assume that it's going to do that, then it won't, and I'll get the shit ending. Which I guess doesn't make a difference, but I mean, I've committed now, so I've got to do it, haven't I? I've got to, like, get all of them and make sure. Shame, really, because we actually miss a cool section where spikes chase after us through a little narrow walkway at the top left of the ship, but... well, I'm sure somebody else will go that way. Like, if you really want to see it, you can probably find it. Yeah, the height of this feels off. I can make the jump, I think, but there's another platform, like, past the edge of the ship, so I'll just go for that, I think. Yeah. If you miss this, though, it's, there's no more. So that's your last shot, and the emerald is gone. Alright, fire then, you bastards, I don't want to deal with this. Don't stand there. Jeez. I don't have the cockiness that I used to have at games, I will admit, where I just used to bludgeon my way forwards. Yeah, so we're pretty much at the end of the game now. Like it's just a boss. Robotnik. Oh my god, it's the big boss man! Entertaining wrestler, the big boss man. Good heel. There's people out there who genuinely hate the guy. And they know the wrestling's fake and they still hate the guy. The guy's not even alive anymore, unfortunately, and he died in like 2004 and there's still people who don't like him. You can actually, like, be quite aggressive with the boss here and get multiple hits in on him. I'm not going to do it. And the reason I'm running left here is it causes the ball to miss. You know, it uses a predictive, you know, it targets where the player's going to be. It's like first player smart in Duke Nukem 3D, but in 2D. You know, as soon as I walk right, the zappies are going to come back on, don't you? You know, the timing's just going to work out so that when I get over there, yeah, fraz. I knew it. I think now it's just randomly on and off. So, what? I missed that. Hitboxes are kind of big in this game at times. He's not actually a hard boss. I was trying to rush and I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I got time for another hit. There we go. It's Sonic's Uncle Robotnik. Whoa! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Da! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Honestly, cannot remember why I thought as a kid that Robotnik was Sonic's uncle. But I did used to think it was his uncle. So I was very confused when I saw Sonic Underground and he had an uncle. Now, well, you can make the Mega Drive boss hard, you just hit him 9 times, and then you've got to hit him another 255 times before he'll finally, like, go away. So, I mean, there's the added challenge there if you want it. It actually does take some skill on the controls to get the last bash in, so I guess you'd have to be decent to be able to make it happen anyway. I thought it froze for a minute though. If you die while you're supersonic, it freezes for a moment. No, Sonic 2 that does that. Like, it doesn't freeze permanently, the game will continue. It just does it really for the remainder of the supersonic, the invincibility timer. So that's just cruel, is busting Robotnik's toys. You can't do that shit, man. I guess that proves we probably are running at the full 50 frames at least. Damn hay fever this time of year. Chaos Emeralds! I don't know what the like phrasing is that you get here. I assume some channel on the PSG has just got garbage programming in it. And they've forgotten to set the attenuator to full. You see, the sound chip, you just program a frequency in and it will just play that frequency forever on that channel unless you tell it, like, you know, to play another frequency. It can never not be playing a frequency, and the range is quite limited. At least without resorting to weird things like, you know, periodic noise and stuff. So really, all you've got other than that is the volume control, which is 4-bit. And so you have to set that to, like, full attenuation to turn the channel off. Oh yeah, there was quite a few things that used it. And thanks. But yeah, it's, I like this sound chip, it's cool. Like I say, I want to build an expansion board so I can just MIDI it from the PC. It should be easy enough, I just have to do some assembly for a microcontroller, which might take me a while to get working right. You know, for once, I don't think I can do it with just glue logic and transistors. I mean, I could, but it'd be massive. And I don't like working with serial. Well, we'll sit through the credits. We'll have a quick go on Sonic 2, I guess, because they've been going all that long. I do have a flash cartridge for this console now, so why not play some other stuff on it someday. Well, I'm quite annoyed that nobody's written a bloody sequencer for the Tandy, because I just wanted to buy a Tandy and just install a sequencer on it. Like, oh, we'll just do it that way. Nobody's made any. I can find trackers, and they're no good to me. Don't have enough control, they don't run fast enough, trackers. Hedgehog, Sonic is a hedgehog, people will never settle the argument of whether something should be 50 or 60 hertz. Some of the Mega Drive games are actually correct. What was that? Hold on a second. That better not be something bad. No, it's just Windows Defender. I don't care about that. I have an SMS, but the case is in terrible shape. Mine's gotten scratched. But that was from when I moved house and the removal men decided to throw it over a wall and It was in the box, and the edge of the wall went through the box, so there's a hole in the box and gouges in the top of the console. That good luck getting anything done about that, you know. Yeah, actually, that's a horrible thought. That would have been really loud. I wish it wouldn't pass to me with this shit, you know. So Windows Defender found nothing. It's like, why are you telling me this? Like, just tell me if you found... It's like everything's okay alarm, is it? Oh, wow. What a productive addition to the thing. It's how I got Sonic 2, then. But no, it is a real MAS system. I don't do emulators and stuff. I'd consider using a Mega Drive valid, even though it is slightly... Pig squeal. I remember a thing with a pig squeal, I think in the late 2000s somewhere, with people doing that. Yeah, there was that rogue antivirus that used to do it, wasn't there? It was fucking annoying. I used to know a dude who used to install this thing, green antivirus it was called, and he used to install it. You'd fix his machine and he'd just install it. They go, oh no, I won't install it. He'd just, yeah, but it's my antivirus. It's like, oh man, I give up. Yeah, that's the thing. Supposedly you can load them on the flash cartridge, which makes sense. I haven't tried that yet. Cannot promise I'll beat this one, and I'm not going to get all the emeralds because I don't even know where they are. Different team made this one. This isn't the same team as the game we've just played, so handle's a bit different. I'm not even sure if it's the same engine. Collision and stuff feels different in it, so... no, I'm going that way. I don't know why I want to go that way, but I'm going that way. Try stopping me, game. Shit. That was worth it. I got loads of rings right. No, I want in there, damn it. There we go. I don't know, more people around here seem to have Sonic Chaos on Game Gear, so maybe that's a regional thing. I don't find this is not a bad game, this. And just like the previous one, in fact, even more so, this has mechanics that the Mega Drive one doesn't. Like, you know, I think a lot of people look past it because it's like, oh, it's a lousy 8-bit version that's going to suck. It's like, yeah, it's kind of okay in its own right, it does its own thing. I quite like the differences with this. I actually prefer this. I did not like the Mega Drive version of this game, as I said. Sonic 3, I think, was brilliant. Sonic 1 was okay. It was decent enough, but Sonic 3 did everything better than it, so... Yeah, I liked the 8-bit version of the Fast 2 more. I don't think the music's as good in this as the previous one. Like, it's not bad, but it's not as good. In Sonic Chaos, I know the music's different, because on the Master System, Aqua Planet just sounds shit. Yeah, it was some lady who composed the music for this. I can't remember her name, but you can tell because it has that really try-hardy quality that a lot of the female composers seem to suffer from. It felt like they really... as if they felt they had something to prove, you know? Again, I don't know why I'm taking the upper path, because I don't actually think it's any better or anything. Yeah, maybe I just want to be on top. I mean, I'm not a bottom, so, you know, it's... I mean, no matter what you do, this happens. So it doesn't really matter how you get to the pit of lava that we just nearly fell in. Robotnik will come and grab you. And he can't even bother to fight us himself. He's just like, stand there and let the balls hit you, Sonic. Sonic, why won't you stand still? You're making this far too difficult. I had to keep firing these. Every one of these cast iron balls cost me 1,000 simoleons. And I can't reuse them because that thing down there keeps destroying them. I really hate that hedgehog. I hate him. It's probably spazzy out there. Yeah, sounds you're right, Robotnik. Yeah, I mean, the fast one's easier on Game Gear. I don't think I had this one on Game Gear, so I can't vouch for that. It maybe is, because, I mean, you got less viewable area. You know, you can actually play Master System games on the Game Gear, from what I remember. I'm fairly sure you can load them on it and they will play. But I might be remembering wrong. Ooh. Well, I didn't remember that consciously, but I remembered it subconsciously, like something in my gut just said, stop right there, that's not something you want to do. Stupid tartars. There's stuff in this level that we can get to, but I'm not going to explore too much in this one. Like I said, I don't know where all the emeralds are, so I'm not going to look for them, because it'll just get annoying, I feel. Oh no, press the wrong damn... You're not supposed to press buttons, you moron. You press up and left and right and jiggle the thing around. Hey, he's moonwalking, cool. Yes! It's Michael Jackson all along. Yeah, makes sense. I'd probably still rather play that than the Mega Drive Sonic 2, though. I really, really don't like that game. Like, I can't kid. It's just something about it just rubs me the wrong way. Sonic has passed Act 1. Ah, now we get a feature that we don't get in the Mega Drive Sonic 2. Where it's night time and there's weather now. I mean, it's like a minor thing, it's just a palette change and like one tile different, but... I'm not going to say no to having more variety in the game. Why would you do that? This is brilliant, I like this. You know, the game's just like, here, have more. It's like, yeah, that's a... Yeah, sure, I'll have more stuff. Why not? I actually do vaguely remember where the emerald is in this stage, and it's up in these clouds somewhere. I don't think we can get it now, but I think it's yellow. No, oh, damn you. Will that reload? Please let it reload. It doesn't reload. The bastards have been ripped off. No! Cruel! Mean! Oh, when people first started doing hacks of the Mega Drive game, and most of them were just palette swaps early on. Like, nothing else was changed, they would just change the palettes for all the zones. But people did figure out a way of changing them per act, so it is a thing that the Mega Drive can totally do. And it would have been easy to implement from a programming standpoint, like if you were making the game. I'll admit the hang gliders are a little bit tricky to control. They're not really a nice thing to handle. But I like the fact we've got them, because, again, you know, you go on the Mega Drive, we just don't have those. Like, it feels like they tried to bring you something cool with this, even when it falls short. It seems they put some effort in. Oh, shit. Man, fuck this part. I hate this bit. Do. Yeah, I worked on a few things for Mega Drive Sonic. But it wasn't really my thing, and I wish I still had the audio driver that I'd written for the Mega Drive. Because I used to do 68k assembly and stuff years back. And so I actually had my own sound driver that I'd written for the Mega Drive. It was pretty advanced. So that's gone to disc failure. And I only owned the one flash cartridge. It's, you know, it's actually an original, like, dev cartridge. I should have brought it out, really, shouldn't I? Oh, shit, fuck you. Motherfuckers. I bet you that is where every kid rage quit the game back then. I would lay money on it. I would bet 50 quid that is where a lot of the kiddies rage quit. Oh yeah, we're on Sonic 2 now. Crisis Leet. Yeah, I remember doing that. I think it used KPC, didn't it? It used, like, Ken's PC speaker player to blast maximum leet through the through the internal speaker. Ah! Now we get to beat up the wildlife a bit. Well, beat up the Tartars for a start, because it's not Mario, so he shouldn't be here. And now we get to kill the dinosaurs. Stupid bardies. Smash! Kill! Go on. Kill it. Ooh, gross. Kill it. Yes. Kill. 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 More kill. Kill. Squish it. I guess it serves me right. That's... I mean, that's just karma, I think. It's not even a hard boss, man. How can I lose? Well, I've been overconfident? I don't know. Well, we lost, though. We've got to deal with that. Gonna kill all the bodies in this level now. And kill... Chew! Yeah, I always thought Ooh La La's chew sounded like kill. I was convinced it was kill for the longest time. So that's weirdly ill-fitting in this game. Like, stupid bard, I will eradicate you from this planet right now. Oh shit. I nearly mistimed that horribly. As a result of not getting all the emeralds, I probably won't be able to go to the Crystal Egg Zone. I'm not touching the controller, by the way, it's just rolling like crazy. Tails ain't following us around in this. Tails has been captured by Robotnik. And if we get all the emeralds and everything, we get to rescue him at the end of the game. Like Robotnik just gives us him back. Tails is evil, and frankly they say the good ending is the one where you rescue him. I think the good ending is the one where you don't. And Robotnik does, well, who knows, really. Probably bad things. Hopefully dreadful things. Hopefully he's a fairy. I mean, usually I wouldn't approve of that, but, I mean, it's Tails, and so the thought of Robotnik just doing really wicked stuff to him is, could only be good. You know, you can basically skip this level by doing this shit. We got more mechanics that aren't in the Mega Drive one. Oh, by the way, this is really nasty. I remember this bit. Because if you jump straight down, there's a spear that gets chucked at you down there. Tails dies. Ah, but does he die immediately? I mean, again, what does Robotnik do to him in the interim? Slight control issue though, you can change direction in mid-air though. She just paid a flowery knickers. I used to have words to it, I can't remember them. They're actually mild compared to my usual lyrics, the ones I came up with for this. Because when I came out with them, I was actually around a kid, so I couldn't use the usual vulgarities. Pause this while I roll the pause button's on the console, by the way. Just some stuff. I'll probably get my message shadow banned. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm sure a lot of my comments don't show up on people's channels, because I'll see people comment the exact same thing and they just get upvoted to hell and back. And they do it later than me. So it's like, well, I don't care about the upvotes, I just find that interesting, because it suggests, you know, that my comment's not appearing for people. I still intend to do some experiments. Eggman hates fairies, which begins with Sonic rescuing oh, why does he have to rescue Tails? No. I want Robotnik to do weird things to him. Yeah, Sonic's fast underwater in this, and I went the wrong way here, I think. I'm holding left, damn it. And I swear there's an emerald in here if you do that. Maybe I'm misremembering. You better get used to this tunnel mechanic, because we're going to need this right now at the end of the game, you know. It's going to abuse the fuck out of that. Yeah, you can get right into this room from the start of the level. There's a hole somewhere. Robotnik knows all about that with Tails locked in his basement. But I guess we don't really want to go there, and I don't really want to envision that. We know I'm not fiery inclined, I'm not one of those people. I would go fiery for Crystal from Dinosaur Planet. Because people like... Damn it! Because people like Crystal from Dinosaur Planet, so they'd be jealous, you know. That's the logic there. That's like... Hang on a minute. I can't remember what's in here, but I intend to find out. Well, this isn't doing me any good. Hold on. There it is. Oh, well, great. I'll take this then. The level is made of cheese. Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I'm gonna drown. Haha, you're not invincible to water, Sonic. I just want to know why it's always blue, the character. Ah, I was on about this bug. Oh yeah, they did have a long lifespan, these consoles. I mean, the 16-bit machines are expensive. How do you get into that bit? Because I swear there's a hole in the floor somewhere here. I may be misremembering. I want to go in. Oh, damn it! How do you do it? There's like, I'm definitely forgetting something. How do you do it? Wasn't that some really party game? Oh, we don't have spin dash yet, do we? No. Well, great. Now I'm stuck. That was odd. Dearie me, we might be in trouble here. I might be stuck. Give me R, damn it! A lot of good days to me! Gonna die! Fire is ruined stuff like Sonic. But yeah, like I say, I just don't get why the characters are always blue. Yeah, it really didn't want me to win that time, did it? I mean, that just felt like the whole world was being, like, set against me. Yeah, I was on about that a while ago, but I mean, even then, I don't think anyone really gave a fuck about, like, the NES until James Rolfe turned up. Like, even the Americans had sort of moved past that. Because I always remember, I've said, I think before, how the 16-bit era was considered the golden age for like a good amount of time. This is how you do it, I've remembered. And that got forgotten about as soon as you got James Rolfe showing up and saying, hey look, the NES is shit, and everybody's like, oh, the NES is great, I want one. It's, what the fuck is wrong? We're gonna drown again! No! Damn it! Shit! Just to tease me. Ah, Brazil, they kept the Master System alive for a long time. If I came over in here, well, I'd just rage quit. No, I wouldn't. We're not that far into the game. It's not a long game. I'm tired. I'd actually like to go to sleep soon, but I've committed, so I kind of not had a good day, so I should be in a much worse mood than I am. Quicken the bouncers a little bit. No, we can't, apparently. Shit, hurry up! Get down there, you bastard, stupid hedgehog! You stupid, stupid hedgehog! Damn it! Quicker! No! Oh, there's Bubbles here. Bubbles, Michael Jackson strikes again. That's the name of his monkey. Why don't we spank the monkey? Ugh, no, horrible, don't. Hey, there is a port of Michael Jackson's Moonwalker on this console, you know. It goes without saying, the transport bubbles give you R, so you don't need to collect R if you're going to get in one of these. But if you collect R when you're in one, it'll pop the bubble. Because bubble plus bubble equals no bubble. That's Sega physics, you see. It's very accurate. That's how it works. This is probably one of those bits where a lot of the kiddies rage quit, I bet you. No, damn it. You suck, Crab. Crabs are the worst. Don't recommend that to anybody. As in the crabs in the game, I don't know about other crabs, I mean, shit. Is there any other reason? I think you can get into that wall on the left. Ah, screw you, crab, you're too slow. I can... Hang on a minute. I don't know about the underwater fountains. Maybe they're heavy water. That may be how they did it. Oh, it's Robotnik's science, I assume. He seems good at what he does. Especially where the previous generation console gets relegated to a budget system. I don't know, didn't Microsoft try doing that with the Xbox 360 maybe and get yelled at by him? Oh, that's not fine. Slightly faster you're in, pal. Maybe. Maybe this game's one of the ones that corrects for it. The crabs are bipolar. By the way, you really don't want to miss the jumps in this, because I remember the lower path being absolutely horrible, to where if I end up on it, I will just martyr myself to not have to go that way. Nintendo's doing it with the Switch doesn't surprise me. I'm trying to remember my damn words. 2 bits, something like that. It was about some kid throwing a tantrum. It's bugging me. I'll worry about it later. Now I'm going to beat up a seal. You didn't do anything to me, but... yeah, bounce me a bit. There you go. I've let you have your fun. Now I'm going to kick your head in. Yeah, what are you going to do? Let's have a starring contest then. Like, if you don't jump, he will just do nothing to you, as far as I remember. I feel bad for him. Huh? What the happened? Makes no sense. It had something about a cake getting thrown. I don't remember if Liz was the name. I was making fun of someone that the kid I was singing it to didn't like, so... But it definitely didn't have anything, like, really vulgar or offensive in it. They were mild by my standards. Yeah, in some ways, Sonic's definitely more powerful in water in this game than he is out of the water. There you go, you stand there. There you go. I want to get my ass handed to me in places like Gimmick Mountain, I guarantee it. But yeah, I remember stuff, it was mostly the later bit that I remember pieces of. Oh, mistimed it. Oh, shit. It is animal abuse. Sonic's horrible in this. And he's just going around just bullying everybody. And I'm probably going to game over. I don't think this game has continues, so we'd have to restart the whole game. Oh, so I ain't played this in yards. This is what happens when you go into something with no practice. Once again, I like to, you know, just claim that I'm just, like, braver than the average dude on YouTube, and I will happily make a fool of myself and not be the best at the game. Like, it turns out, I don't care that much. Yeah, the bouncy ball that I have to bounce on to defeat the boss is fatal to bounce on when it's not attached to the boss. I don't understand. I guess it doesn't need to make sense. Liz covered the tally with stickers. She gets real mad and pees in her knickers. Hits her dad and beats her. Her brother stamps her feet and yells at her mother. Something like that. Right. Good. Games I suck at and games I don't like. Yeah, I have played things I don't like on purpose before somewhere. I can't remember what it was. But I definitely did it. What was it? I've got a feeling on the next stream I might not like the game. I don't know, I haven't played it yet. But the next stream is probably going to be quite a boring game. It's probably going to be like some backrooms walking simulator. But that's sort of on principle because I keep ragging on that shit. And I'm like, well, I really should just experience it for myself. I'm going to bash on it because otherwise I haven't really got any right to bash on it. And plus I'd be a hypocrite because I keep, you know, criticising the synthesizer people. Like, well, you keep fucking saying shit on me, but you haven't made any music with this damn thing, and I have, so I've got more right to criticise it than you, so... Therefore, I'm subject to the same rule with games, right? Then I better play the damn thing and see what's going on before I start ragging on it. If you haven't noticed, I'm less confident in this game's movement than the other one. You can do anything. You got death threats for reviewing Red Dead Redemption 2 and yeah, people really, they get personally attached to shit. If people don't like the things I like, I don't care, because I still like them anyway, you know. I think this song was in here before Sonic CD. Hello, like this version better. It doesn't have the crappy vocals on it. It's more beat on here. And this is Green Hills, not Green Hill. So there's more hills, so it's also better. It starts throwing spikes at us now. Yeah! Damn! Shit! Poo-Poo Sonic Warlord always shits his pants. Poo-Poo Sonic Warlord hasn't got a chance. So what the fuck was it? You can do anything. He can't do anything. Always shits his pants. Poo-Poo Sonic Warlord hasn't got a chance. It's nice cause he just wants to die, and if he tries, he can't do anything. Or something like that. Yeah, cuts himself with knives because he just wants to die, and if he tries, something to that effect. I'm probably not supposed to say things like that, am I? Oops. Oh dear. I'm so upset. Luckily, there are no sharp objects in our device. US or JP? I don't like either of the Sonic CD soundtracks, they both suck. The US one's slightly less annoying. So I have like European Sonic CD with the US soundtrack on the disc. And even then I don't know if I could bring myself to complete the damn thing. I'm rolling another cigarette. Well, so I didn't have a great day today. And I'm not going to bother boring you with why, because most of it's pretty mundane. It was just sort of slightly shit thing after slightly shit thing, like nothing. The CDR 100 getting broken is the most shit thing that happened today. I think a game being open world and having photorealistic graphics makes it good. Yeah, I don't get that every time there's like some large-scale RPG. I really hate them. Change CD audio tracks into... Yeah, but I don't like the game anyway, so the music's not going to serve it for me. Sonic CD's way too jank for me to bother with it. You really want to be like full tilt here, because it's like full of spikes down there, man. They're not good for you, like especially later on here. Isn't this the Nasty Piggy boss? I think it is. No, it's like the Sumo Sandbastard shit. Those would be the spikes I was talking about. I just did that just to prove they were there. I totally didn't fuck up on the controls or anything. Poo-Poo Sonic Warlord always shits his pants. It's probably small wonder when you've got this moron holding the controller, right? It's quite a difficult level when you think about it. If you don't know where everything is already. Put my foot on the floor, it's going numb. Rystar is fucking fantastic. Rystar, I maintain, is better than Sonic. It is just a better game than any of the Sonic games. It also has better music by a long way. God damn you! Level art showed Sonic with Tails are supposed to be pictures when they both played. Yeah, probably. It's the sort of shit I could see them doing. Could read the manual and see if it says anything about it, I suppose. Ah, crap. Well, that'll be a game over. Sonic is a major fail. Oh yeah, it just kicks you back to the title screen. Question is, do I cheat to get back there, or do I just start over? We'll start over for now, but that kind of sucks. I am tempted to cheat just because I'm on a live stream, but I don't like holding people up. What were the cheats? It was something like plug the second controller in. Because, I mean, we're just going to see game we already saw. Where's my other controller? Where's it gone? Yeah, the bastard thing. Of course, I have the hardware to adapt a Mega Drive pad to a PC, but not the other way around. On hand. But that's annoying, I can't find the controller. Yeah, the sample quality, that's just par for the course with the Mega Drive, I just let it sit. Plus, it actually is one of the few games that does sample mixing, so I kind of forgive it, because it's quite CPU intensive. I mean, my audio driver could do sample mixing, and it eats the CPU pretty quickly. I mean, it was just sort of add divide stuff. Piece of crap. I've got a Mega Drive pad. Look at that. It should work. There you go. We'll go back to the start of that zone because I don't want to be taking everybody's time but repeating ourselves here. I have to look up what it is though. One moment. Sonic 1 is one of the better set. I'll tell you what's still impressive. It's not on the Mega Drive, obviously. But I'm still listening back to F-Zero's soundtrack on the SNES. That has such high quality samples for like a launch title. Like, it's actually pretty crazy. It's something like press button 1 and 2 and press upper left 1 and 2. And wait until Sonic has run completely across the screen and plug the controller into press button 2 twice. Well, I don't think we need to switch the controller because I don't think the mouse system detects that. Star Tropics, rather alert OC method, albeit a variant with built-in battery RAM. Yeah. Sega Chant and Sonic 1, one of my favourite SNES games of the launch time. Yeah. I think it's maybe the ambition that they had. What do these map to? Is it B and C, I think, that get mapped? Whoops. If not, we can try A and start. I know they have to par like that because of... field order gets reversed, so we'll tend to that in a moment. I don't know if I actually have to wait or if this is just bullshit. Okay, there we go. That'll save us some time. I don't really consider it cheating when we've already beaten the levels before that one, right? Of course, I'm spoiling it because now we're seeing how much of the game we're through. Let me fix the converter box. So, but it does have the intro. What intro? There's supposed to be an intro? I don't know about that. I remember fiddling with one so that it had Sonic built in. I don't remember what I did to it to do that. I mean, obviously the ROM, but I don't think it uses a regular ROM internally. I think it actually uses a chip with like a mapper on it or something. Like built in. I just remember doing it and selling it to the the game station for like quite a lot of store credits. I was like, oh, it's a really rare model. You know, it's the only one of them I've ever seen. Sega chip. I see. I remember that on the Game Gear. I don't remember that on any Master Systems. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was some attempt at copy protection that just came with a fancy logo. Same way as the license screen on the Mega Drive. Because like the older Mega Drives don't have the produced by or under license by Sega Enterprises on them. Because that's part of the TMSS. I mean, this thing doesn't have the TMSS, but Haven't I already passed this stage? Maybe I was on Act 3, you know. Oh, whatever. It's only one zone, it only takes like a minute or two to get through. It better not be like foreboding for what we've got coming. I just can't get past that stage. But it is just evil, because you have to know where this shit is in advance, so it's actually not great design there. Because by the time you see the platform, Sonic doesn't change direction well in the air. He's better at it than Mario is. I'm always shocked by how little Mario can switch direction in the air, because it's always worse than I remember. Mario 64 is actually worse than the 2D ones for that. That's what I played that I hated. Like, I went into that knowing I hated Mario 64, and I still played it to 100%. The very early models that didn't have a game built in, which in turn has a snail, I don't know. I've never seen a Master System boot up and make that. Some individual games do it. Like, there's a small few games that when you switch them on, they'll do the Sega, like, tune. Oh, come off! I hate this zone. This zone sucks! At least we can just keep coming back to it now. With any luck, it keeps the select screen active, and I can just press button 2 and return here at will. Well, I don't know, I think we left him somewhere in one of the earlier maps, but we can bring him out here, I suppose. For all the good that'll do us. Yes, there we go. I don't think it's done with this shit yet, though. Oh, great, it's this jerk. Ugh. How does he move? That's it. Ah, you ain't so tough. What are you gonna do? Look at him acting like a fucking tough guy. Yeah, rough guy, I'm gonna rough you up. How's that sound? I'll rough you up and flatten you out. I'll blow compressed air up your nostrils. Oh, he's got new moves. What a loser. That's what you get for acting tough, sucker. I was hoping I'd just get, like, permanent sort of spin in here. Will it settle out, or will he just rock forever? Yep, it'll just rock in there forever. Cool. It wasn't so hard after all. Man, I hate that zone. That zone sucks. I haven't figured out yet as a Master System cart has more address pins than the Z80 has. There's a mapper built into the ROM chip. So yeah, it does use a mapper. I don't believe it's a particularly complicated one. I did sort of look into it, and I seemed to think that I could have constructed such a thing. But it's just the flash carts for this thing are so cheap that I ended up just buying one. This is interesting. The colour is different in different areas of my screen. The top of the monitor has more red than the centre. I could have made it up to that one. I guess this is the gimmick for this mountain. I like it turns into nightclub music in a minute. It's actually pretty neat. But it doesn't have that dark, sinister industrial look that the Fast game did quite well. It has like a girly industrial look. Who put those there? What sort of asshole designed this place? Well, I'm going to ruin the music now. Sonic! He is blue. Sonic had a poo. Yeah. Smells like poo. He's a... No. I guess this one's turned off then. Use the cross button to lock the man cat. Only accurate control of your man cat will reveal them. Those are bloody goblins when you need them. Those are... No. No. Alright, that was a good bit of music there, and get this back. For whatever good it's going to do me. You know, I really can't fault the level design in this too much though, because it is quite ambitious for like an 8-bit game. Like, it really does feel like they were trying to do something neat with it. So, again, I can't bash this thing. Oh, exit stage left. The Mega Drive version doesn't do that. It does keep doing things that are unique, this game, like versus the 16-bit one. Yeah, I see what you did there. You wanted me to just fully press the jump button and go into the spikes. Well, I wasn't born yesterday, game. I'm not going to fall for that. Now what are you going to do? Oh. Damn it! That ain't so bad. It ain't so tough. Scrambled egg zone's kinda tough though. That level's pretty hard. Act 2. Because it's like a meh. Hi, Shelley. The momentum from these is kind of weird, you know. Like, it doesn't seem consistent, does it? At least it didn't reload Shelley. I'm sure that's not the name of that critter, but it reminds me of that one from Keen, and that's what that was called, so that's what this one's getting called. Oh, evil! You put it behind the... That's not nice. You can't be doing that, man. Oh, horrid. No. Man, they're pulling out all the evil shit now. Those monsters didn't fit in Nightmare 3D quite... Stop doing that! It's nasty! It's just bullying me. Well, I guess Sonic was bullying everything else. You know, as much as this is the Barbie playset industrial zone, I still quite like the look of it. Ever tried playing Sonic Schoolhouse? What? What? Oh no, I know that fucking thing. No. It's not like I don't have the hardware to do it. Maybe we'll do that sometime. As I do take suggestions, so we'll add it to the maybe list. I might not complete it though, because I might get sick of it. I think I'll complete this. Nonetheless, I'm trying to hunt down a Sega Mark III. Does that have the FM shit on it? Like the OPLL? Because I definitely don't want any of that crap. Like, you know, so rather you than me. I'll stick to my pure PSG square waves. My pulse waves with a 50% duty cycle and my weird periodic ones that very few games use, which have like almost no duty cycle at all. It's getting worse now. Man, they really were evil when they designed this. You know, making songs about kids throwing tantrums, it's hardly a fucking wonder. I want to throw a tantrum. It's one of the things I really liked about that rich girl I dated, was when she'd throw a tantrum. Obviously she wasn't little, she was actually older than me by a couple of years. You know, I was in my teens and she was at the end of her teens, and yeah, she used to throw a full-on tantrum like like a little kid. It was actually, you bastards, the fucking evil's in here, man. The evil. I used to quite like it. You know, I don't know what. Ah! This is cruel. I'd forgotten how rotten this game was. Not having continues, I actually think this is a bit too far. I would recommend just cheating at this one, like, because it doesn't give you the continues. Maybe they exist and I just haven't gotten any of them. Probably have to get Chaos Emeralds to get them or something. Expansion module. Yeah, well, the FM module needs to sod off. Please give me the select screen. Oh, thank heavens. Well, we were on Act 3. We were on Act 3. I'm going on Act 3. This is definitely harder than the first one. But yeah, I'd love to find another one like someday. It'll never happen, but I'd like to. I said before, I learned a lot about myself with that. I valued honesty a lot more than actually agreeing with somebody. Like, some of the thoughts, like, you know, and opinions that she had were fucking dreadful. But it was the fact that there was no pretense about it. That she didn't even necessarily attempt to justify it. I think the platform comes back down. If I remember rightly. Oh, fucking hell, this is just Spike Central. There's some SPSG sounds way better. Yeah. Well, the FM chip, I was on it because there's an FM mod for Sonic 1 on this. And I was like, the FM programming in that is terrible. Like, I like how some of the people, again, who have never made music with an FM synthesizer, keep trying to tell me my programming of them is bad. You know, I'm like, well, maybe go and make music with them yourself. But I'm like, geez, actually, you know, my programming of them is really not that terrible compared to what a lot of people do. Like, just for how noisy the wave is and how shit it sounds. And I don't think it's programmable, the OPL chip. I can't remember the OPLL chip the like Sega consoles got. I don't think that's programmable. So I think they're just presets that Yamaha built into the chip, which is weird. As though, like, even Yamaha can't program the thing worth a damn. Oh, that just disappears. That'd just drop us to our death, would it then? And there's no checkpoints in here. Oh no, he shakes the screen, doesn't he? No. That was not something I wanted to have to deal with. Why is it pulling me inwards? Can I just jump on him when he does that? I can. Fuck you and your scraps of rock, you oinky bastard. Oh shit, no! Nothing I can do. Presets and one programmable channel. Let's play the same. Yeah, I know they stuck it in some NES game. That would be my worst nightmare. The NES sound chip combined with an FM synthesizer. Two of the worst fucking audio solutions jammed in one fucking place. Cat rape and farts that smell like soy. All in one go. I decided earlier today that FM synthesis to me is soy-based synthesis. It is the synthesis equivalent of consuming soy. I mean, it's weaker than all of the other, like, things, you know. Oh, man. I mean, it's fascinating, you know, you look at the amount of oscillators, they call them operators, usually, or they call them lines on the Casio, the thing I had. You know, and you get like 6 of them or 8 of them, and it's like, you know, this thing should sound massive. You know, how come my Prophet 5 or my Odyssey, which have like 2 analog oscillators only, and like the Prophet can't even modulate them together, it can only mix them. No, it can modulate them together, sort of. Doesn't work very well on the Prophet. The Odyssey's actually a lot better at it. I did that in, well, I'll get into that in a second, but, you know, and it sounds better, and it sounds fatter, and it's like, but I only have 2 fucking oscillators. It shouldn't be as big as some of those, like, 8 of them, like, but it is. Yeah, that small magic book, the clang sound in there is actually sort of analog FM, arguably. It's actually ring modulation, but some people like to call that FM. It is different, but it's used in home keyboards. Well, of course it is used in home keyboards. You wouldn't be using a professional instrument, would you? It's garbage. Oh, wait, no, this is Yamaha. They probably did. Just like they put the 2151 in professional instruments. I like how so many of their chips are basically the same, with like a register swapped here and there. Just so it's not the same, so they can keep selling you the same shit. You know, the on-console buttons on the Master System are a lot nicer than the ones on the Atari 7800. The 7800 ones use them crappy tactile switches. The Master System uses nice rubber domes under there. They're actually quite nice to press. Like, they're just like a square version of the, well, rectangular version of the button on the controllers. I like the D-pad on this thing as well. It's concave. Why don't people make concave things anymore? It's like Cerny on the PS1, when they brought the 3D flight controller out, it had concave analog sticks, right? And then they made them convex, and they've been that way ever since, and it's fucking horrible, because it makes your thumb want to slip off. Make them fucking concave. Sega did it too, because they had the Saturn 3D controller, which I've never had a working one. I want to get one. They're fucking expensive. And that had a concave stick on it. It feels really nice. It's one of the nicest. It's probably the nicest feeling analog controller I've ever held, even though it doesn't work. And then they made it convex on Dreamcast, and it's actually not very nice anymore. But the 2151 is the arcade. Well, it's the DX27 and DX100 until they changed it to the 2164, which is the same chip, but with 2 registers changed just enough that it's not the same chip, so you've got to rewrite your, you know, firmware for that if you were using it as a third party. And is effectively just the Mega Drive with 1 channel, but operators 1 and 4 are swapped around from memory. You can convert. You can literally dump the registers from the Mega Drive, swap a few of the bytes around, and just load that into the DX100, the 2151, and vice versa. Sonic 2, pretty much the whole soundtrack is just the presets out of the DX100 and DX27. But what's weird is the beta actually has custom sounds in it. So somebody programmed their own sounds, and a lot of them sucked, and then they just went for the presets in the final, which is odd. Don't understand it at all. Makes you wonder if it was not actually custom programming and they made a converter, and that the converter just didn't work very well yet. Right, this zone is basically a maze, and I don't remember it, so we're going to get lost. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't care. Oh, hate Shelley. She's a bitch. Oh, no. Are we there already? I don't mind, but I know there's like some really evil springboards later as well. Is this where I want to be? I always felt this looked like a sort of proto-Rayman stage, this. I learned how to play this song by hand, real time, years ago. It's actually quite difficult, because somebody dared me to do it. And I don't recommend it. It's horrible. Not that I dislike the song, and I don't want to do that again. It just wasn't very nice. Ah, I wanted to press down there, you jerk. Look at her just creeping along. We know Shelley from another game, don't we? We do. We know Shelley from, damn, you jerk! From Iron Fury. I still have one of the most popular mods for that game. It's so classy. Don't dump me back out of bar. You're going to, aren't you? Bastards. Stupids. No, this is the right way, I think. This is actually fun, you know, even though it's made me a little bit mad. I actually do find this game quite fun, and I do like the movement, even though it doesn't handle as nice as Sonic 1. This is the fucking... the big mazy bit. No, I think that was right we wanted to go. Isn't it down, right, down, left or something? Yes. 2612 only used in the Mega Drive and the FM Towns. Well, it maybe was, but like I say, it is just sort of like a flipped 2151 and 2164. Family clone game uses PS. All you don't need to make a game, just make it start up and just play like a turn on all channels at once. Well, play like a triangle bassline at the same time. You know, just give us a fucking shit. I love how the manual for the Prophet says, like, you know, don't use a triangle, like, melodically, so lots of NES games do it. It's like they wanted it to sound bad. Oh no! Like, there is actually a penalty for fucking this up. I can't remember which way I went either, or where I was supposed to go. Can we look at that in advance? I'm not so sure about that. Ah, fuck it, we'll just do it she wasn't where I thought she would be. She's probably loaded back in as well. It seems to be very short memory on those. Oh, you evil! You put a rock up there to stop me jumping over the fucking... Well, we ain't making that jump. That was a bit flaccid. Oh. You... Hey, I got launched by the pipe then. Do you think I can bug my way into it? Because it does propel me when I knock into the corner there. And we established back in Aquatic Tantrum Zone that, Ow! No! That, it does, you can sort of bug the corners of them. Whoever put that rocket bar is an asshole, you know. Like, this is the evil. It is just the evil. Incarnate. No, stop with that. I've got to say, what are the chances I land anywhere that's actually on the platform? About 0. Well, this one's not loaded anymore. That one is. Just take one ring. You only need one ring. The one ring. And I'm having those. No, I said I'm having those. Just like I had your mother, Sonic. I hope you... No, I didn't, because I'm not a fairy. No, don't go there. Is there any more of this? You can figure it real time, because you can see which ones actually come out somewhere and which ones don't. so it's not too bad. Oh yeah, I'll have the rings. Let's go. Then again, what if we have to come back here if we fail the next one? Just jump off. I don't know what's on with that. Really? That's a bit of a shit way of doing things. Oh, come off it. I'm totally made that. Okay, reload the platform for me, please. It doesn't either, does it? Oh, you nasty bastards. So am I just stuck here now? I mean, it's not a soft lock, because I mean, I can just, like, you know, die, but that's a bit suck. Well, I guess there's only one thing for it. Oh, that's not gonna... Yeah, okay. Wow, that's... Again, I like this game, but it's definitely more flawed than the first one. It's also more ambitious, so I guess that was... I mean, that was my bad, because I'm trying to rush. I don't want to be here all night. Get in there, so it can't hit you. There you go. Do it, you bitch! Do it! Alright, eyes peeled. As disgusting as that may be. Oh, wait, go. I wonder how this goes. Probably nowhere fucking good. Yeah, death, apparently. At this point now, MC5's expansion audio has no triangle. Well, good. Fuck the triangle wave. The only thing a triangle wave is good for is if you're trying to make like a pretty fat bass patch and you stack it up with it. Like you can make the bass sound a little bit fatter. That hill really doesn't work very well. Definitely the weaker entry of the two games, this, in a lot of ways, but like I say, it kind of makes up for it with its ambitions, but... It is a little poor how there's too much blind faith involved. I'm really not sure about this bit here. I mean, this is what I'm on about, where you can't see anything, so your instinct will just leap as far right. There's so many different versions of the PC Engine, I might not be a... That bit was cool. I might not think of the same machine you do. Whoa, look at the platform zip. I mean, I guess I'm stuck down here now, so we're just going to die again, because I have to know what the level's going to do in advance. You can't just come here and make a mistake, you've got to one-shot it. Oh, I like this tune. The PC Engine's a weird thing. It really is. It just sort of feels like a steroided NES. So really not that fantastic. Alright, fine, we'll die. We'll do that. There we go. Well, I'm glad you like the music, because I mean, we could be stuck here a while. I don't think so. It's just a matter of doing it once and remembering it, but... this zone really should be way cooler than it is. And that does let it down quite considerably. I'm quite disappointed by that. Like, they did it a little bit in Gimmick Mountain, and, yeah, I think they should maybe not have done that shit so much. The other thing with this is, once you go into the spin dash, well, the spin roll, you don't want to hold down. And on the 16-bit games, you do, oh, fuck you, you son of a bitch. I mean, this looks like you should be able to recover from it, and you can't, because the platform never comes back. This actually isn't good design. I want to go right to the corner of this room. No, it's not enough. It just doesn't come back. You can't reload it. So all you can do is die here. That's nasty. That's shit, because we know it can reload the platforms, because it's done it with other ones, so that was a design choice to not do that. So you have to just one-shot this level. Well, you know, it is doable, I used to be able to do it. It's not even hard when you know what you're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing, because I haven't played it for years. So yeah, that's a bit of a shitty move, though. I'm really impressed by that. Do we have any more pipe mazes, I wonder? There's a really horrible jump we had to make at one point, I do remember that. I'll just get all the rings, because I don't think we're coming back here, so I'll just grab them. Might as well, I mean, it'll get us an extra life on it. It should be enough to make 100 here. Which is probably what it's for. It's probably so that you can keep coming back here. It would suggest they realise what they've done. Because there's an uncommon amount of rings. It's a nice demo of how many, like, things from our system we can put on screen, I guess. Like that we've got all these animated tiles and it's not even slowing down. I mean, that's cool. They do only seem to appear on black, though, so they probably are part of the background rather than, like, a sprite or anything like that. Oh, the timing here sucks, doesn't it? You fucking bastard, man. Oh, this level sucks. It's starting to try my patience, because every time we advance, it just gives us another piece of shit fucking... Like, that's weak design, doing that. That's really weak design when you're resorting to things like that. I just wonder if I could bounce off him and... Oh, no. Well, at least we can skip that bit. Oh, what happened there? Now I don't know where I am. I don't really want to skip it, though, because that's weak on my part. The problem we've got is that it's not soft-locking me. If it goes to soft-lock, I would skip it, because I'd be like, ah, fuck you, you're going to soft-lock me. Then I ain't playing that. But it doesn't soft-lock you, because it does kill you. It has the decency to do that. Oh, well, this is where it goes. Again, it's cool that it does that, like, but that last bit, you know, I think you're supposed to stick in the sideways tube. Like here. Right, okay. So it really should be cool, and when you know how to do it, it's awesome. We have to fight Silver Sonic now. I'm making another cigarette, fuck this. Bit of a letdown, that. Like I say, when you know how to do it, it's actually really awesome, and it should be an awesome level, that. All they had to do was let the platforms reload. That's all they had to do, was just have the platform return. Like, oh, it's off screen, it's not loaded. Let's wait a few seconds in case the player gets it back on screen. They haven't, it's timed out. Okay, reload it at its origin. Which again, we saw other platforms doing, so we know this game has the logic to do that, and the engine can do that. There's certainly no reason the hardware would have an issue with it. You can't tell me we're that tight on memory. Actually, I think we wanted to exit on the right there, you know. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, they probably both lead us where we're going. I still think it looks like a sort of proto-Rayman level, this. Oh, it's this bit, yeah. Nasty jump that I was talking about, I think is at the top of here. It's maybe not so nasty, because I don't think it kills you or anything. Yeah. There's the bastard. Oh, gross. Kill it. Yeah, what are you going to do, you oversized vacuum cleaner piece of trash? Well, Henry's harder than you. Probably is and all. This guy's probably like a fucking Dyson. It's the same colour. Put him there some plaster dust, he'll stop working in an instant. Oh, rubbish. I bounced every other time except that one. Dialogue, isn't it? I don't remember which game. It's one of the later games, I think. I'm sure he is considered a different Sonic, like he's not Metal Sonic, he is Silver Sonic. Like it's a different character, it's not that Jark who's in Sonic CD. He definitely huffs his own fucking farts, I bet. Well, he's a robot, he wouldn't have farts. He probably would modify himself just to have them, just so he could huff them himself, you know? I bet you. I reckon he would do it. Oh, what the hell? This is what I mean, this is just unpredictable. I'm pressing right the whole time though. But he's missing it. Kind of proves what I was saying about the Green Hills level. Oh, now suddenly he stops short. What? This good. 2 steps forwards and 1 step's fucking back. Oh, come off it, you piece of trash. I'm not playing that. I'm telling you, the momentum out of that's completely random. It's probably however much momentum you have when you enter the fast string. Oh, there's his dick hand. Yes, I was going to mention that thing. I don't really know why Robotnik put that on there, but... bloody Hudson from Red Dwarf or something? That would make sense. I mean, I was calling him a vacuum cleaner. He took damage, I obviously hit him. Yeah, well, I don't play that game, so, you know, 6, that's, I don't own the system that it came out on, so I can't play it. And I don't think I will. Because something about that game just makes me feel a little bit ill when I look at it. Like, something about it is just... I don't know, I can't place my finger on what it is. It may be that it reminds me of somebody who I don't particularly like. We played a game that the somebody I don't particularly like actually made at some point. It was terrible. Why do you hit him when he's a ball? Somebody's going to wonder, and I do that because then I know what he's doing. Like, if I'm already hitting him, then he can't hit me. So there is method in my madness. Better things to do than play with balls, damn it. My cigarette's gone soggy, oh gross. Ooh, that was close. See, how come that one didn't kill me? If we'd got all the emeralds, he would have given us an emerald for beating him. It would have come out on the end of his dick end. Yeah, Metal Sonic, he is different. Yeah. Cool, I remembered right. So we got the bad ending, so I didn't get all the emeralds. I don't think I ever had any words to this song. Yeah, Sonic 1, I think, on this has held up a lot better than this. I respect this game's ambition, it's more ambitious. And the movement in it, while it is a bit janky, it feels nice when you actually get to use it. But those last two zones, well, the last three zones, well, 2.5 zones, really rely too much on you already knowing the level layout, and that's just not really nice design. I don't think that's a winning way of doing things, and they just relied on it increasingly. It's spot of tea. That was an Englishman, you know. Some turtle Urtaku that moved to Japan. It's like when you'd see them on Takeshi's Castle, you'd see the odd Westerner on it. And they're always kind of overweight and scruffy looking. It's like, geez, I can just imagine what those people smell like. I can just picture all the poor Japanese people there, just looking at them like, ugh. Ugh. No. Is this what they're like in the West? Not awful, worth playing, and I still like it better than the Mega Drive version, by quite a long way. I really don't like the Mega Drive version of this game at all. I mean, the clouds are part of the background in this. We had that cool stuff in Sky Base, where the clouds just, you know, maybe the music is faster in the PAL version. Asahi? I don't think there's any of them in here. Wasn't that like one of Brian Griffin's fast lines or something? I don't know, what's that showing yours? I don't know, I wasn't reading it. I don't know who these people are at all. I don't think they use their real names. Quite a lot of the time they didn't in these old games. They just put handles. The Outrun games are like that. Yeah, it's Turl's tortured soul after all the horrible things that Robotnik has done to him. Ah, yes. That's the good ending. That is. It probably is going to become some fucking stupid horror thing, isn't it? Because what doesn't now? Everything's going to have a stupid fucking horror thing. It's another reason I want to play that fucking walking simulator, because Zuma horror is intriguing to me. Sonic is a massive fail. It's intriguing to me because it's like the opposite. I've said before, like my generation and before, when you had a horror setting, it's like I'm on an isolated forest on the side of a mountain where there should be no people. But I'm sure there's someone there, but nobody yelled back when I called out, so what are they doing? They must be doing something sinister. I wonder if it's going to involve me. I hope not, but it probably does because it's a horror thing. Zuma horror seems to be like, hey, there's this place where there should be loads of people, but there isn't. And that's like the entire premise. Like, this is fascinating. Oh, I've got to see what this is about. Zoomers, man, they're a strange lot. I don't have any gripes with them. You feel like a dirty old parv if you mess with Zoomer women, though, I'll tell you that much. But they're more receptive of masculine men than the Generation Y lot, so there is that. I like how the stars are upside down on the bottom. Oh, just flip the tiles and save some memory. Geez, maybe you could have like reloaded them platforms. That would have been nice. Well, I think I'm done here. I might have a quick go on Alex Kidd, I think, before I call it a day, but I'm not going to sit here and complete it. I'm just going to faff about with it for like a few minutes. I do have Sonic Chaos, but like I said, I don't really like this one. I think it's a bit... Actually, you know what, we might have a quick go at Outrun. I'll do Outrun. I won't complete it, I don't think, even though I don't think it's a particularly long game. I haven't played that for a very long time, but I'm sure it's on here. We'll have a quick go on it. But then I'm going to sod off and go to sleep. I think the title screen fits... Well, chaotic. the Sonic Chaos one is. The music, I think, is the same composer as Sonic 2. It certainly seems to be the same team. And a lot of the music and everything and the designs of it, it's just puke-inducing, because it really is just like, what the fuck? Like, geez, man, this is just a barrage of colours and noises. It's just so many things in your face. And I do admire the ambition of it, but I don't enjoy playing that one so much. I don't think it plays as well as the other two. Yeah, we'll have a go at that. Probably in that one. Alex the kid, Alex the kid, Alex the kid's a little pav. Alex the kid, he bonks little kitty-diddy-dids. Probably would as well, wouldn't he? There we go. Outrun. I'll fix the field order when we're done. Hey, I like Outrun. Probably has my favourite song on this system, even though it's not the most advanced. Alex Kidd, yeah, no, I just start the system with no cartridge. Right, let me do this. But I mean, you could just redundantly load it from a cartridge. It was available on a cartridge separately in a Miracle World. Somebody probably loved it so much that they did buy the cartridge. Yeah, the music's way too fast in the Yeah, well, this is my favourite one anyway, so I haven't played this in a very long time. I was putting 2 on this. Well, anyway, yeah, among data I lost was actually a very fascinating relic, which was, I wouldn't say it was an emulator, but I wouldn't say it was a port either. Actually, from the 1980s, the very end of the 80s, Outrun on PC, but not from Sega, but using assets from the arcade cabinet. It actually has the arcade ROMs in the directory and runs on PC. Not very well, I might say. And yeah, now I've had the mass disc failure last year, I don't have it anymore. And it was such a fascinating thing. I wonder if anyone else has a copy of it somewhere. I think you can see Outrun 2019 on the Mega Drive really was just a direct continuation of this. Now get back in high gear, you bastard. I don't want to run out of time. I don't really have much opportunity to smoke a cigarette while playing this. Yeah, we'll go right. Sod it. Really can't smoke a cigarette when playing this. Yeah, fascinating quirk of driving games of this era where the music's slightly sort of melancholic. It sounds like, you know, hey, it's happy but it's sad. It's quite odd. Skyroads did that more. Oh, we're gonna hit them. We've got to have at least one crash. I'm going to flip the car at some point, you do realise this, right? I'm going to hit a lamppost or one of those Sega signs off the side of the road and we'll crash the car. My cigarette won't burn! Don't smoke and drive, it's bad. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give up on this cigarette in a moment. Oh yeah, go for a gear change while in a corner. Advanced driving techniques. What are we trying to outrun anyway? Like the police behind us or something? Did we nick the car? Did we twock it from the showroom? He's got his little chaff bimbo girlfriend there. His plastic Barbie doll. That must be my old mate, mustn't it, who was into that. He did have a point, it wouldn't go saggy, you know. Maybe he was onto something. I guess with the robots becoming a thing over time, that maybe is a thing. Like, you'll be able to get, like, an actual sort of... You know, can you imagine if Mattel licensed that? Like, yeah, we've decided we're going to produce a Barbie sex bot now. It's probably going to make us millions. And some little kid, Mummy, I want one of the full-size Barbies. Not until you're older. I wonder what that dude's doing there, you know. I don't think it's something he really had a thing for. I do think it was just teenage hormones in the moment. With me yelling at that stupid ginger girl. You know, about, I'm having lads day, why don't you go and have a girly day? Go and do something stupid and girly, like play with your Barbies or something and leave me alone. And there's just my mate sat there, you know, he's like, yeah, do you ever think about Barbie? No, Connor, we don't. Yeah, but she's kinda hot. No, she isn't. Shut up. Anyway, she's too small. Yeah, but if she was, like, full-sized and stuff, then... Connor, you wouldn't be able to do anything with her. She doesn't have a snatch. Yeah, but if she's full-size, she'd probably have one. Connor, it would be made out of solid plastic. You wouldn't even be able to do anything with it. Yeah, but it wouldn't go saggy, though, would it? He's got a point, that, though. He has got a point. You fucking weirdo. I bet he's got Barbie dolls in his room, so he's turned his room upside down. I'm running out of time. You know, Skyroads would work so well on the Master System. Willy Wonka game, yeah, that would just be psychotic. Clone called Turbo Champions. Feeling down an SMS. I don't know, it does some depressing stuff pretty well. Master System. You want one? Yeah, well, you know, they're worth giving a go. I mean, it's a powerfully valid 8-bit system. I'll have another go at this real quick. Oh, I forgot it had name entry, but it doesn't have a save RAM, so it doesn't matter. I'll just put that music on again. I like that music. That music's good. It might be my favourite Master System song, actually. Passing Breeze. I might have to learn it at some point, this song, you know. Could be quite fun to try on ancient synthesizers. Because it's quite different, the Master System rendition of it, to the other versions of the game. Like, just the timing of it and stuff, the rhythm of it's a little bit different. One thing I could try, you know, going back to Skyroads, probably could. I mean, for now, I'd still have to use the shitty emulator to do it. Skyroads music on the PSG, that could be pretty fun. It'd probably sound quite good. Not sure which one I'd pick. Maybe Road 8. But it is quite depressing, that one. But yeah, I do agree. The mouse system generally does well at sounding really upbeat and, fuck, hyperactive. You see, this is one of those games, Outrun, where when you do fuck up and crash the car and run out of time and get game over, it feels like your fault. And that's always good. You know, when it feels like it's your doing, you didn't play the game well enough, screw you, let's go left this time. You know, you're not getting to see more of the road, it serves you right, do better next time. That's always a good thing. You know, the game doesn't really feel like it's punishing you as such. It's just like, yeah, you know, you didn't do well enough. Sorry, try it again. It's not like that level in the game we just played where it's like, oh, hey, fuck you, you know, eat spikes because you didn't know the level layout in advance. That's just evil. Oh, I don't think there's a break in this game. Like, I think if you want to do that, you just let go of the button. Oh, that eats the frame rate a bit, doesn't it? Super scalers are something that I really wish the Sega CD had gotten more of. Because the Sega CD could totally do super scaler games. We saw a few of them. Didn't really get many of them because we was too busy with Japanese developers being lazy and just using the damn thing as a CD player to go with the fucking Sideways Space Invaders crap. Which, even if you like those games, it's a total waste of the hardware. It's a single-speed drive, so if it's playing CD music on the Sega CD, it's not using the CD to do anything else. You know, if it's Redbook, like an audio CD, that's using the entirety of the one-speed drive up, so it can't be doing out else, it's wasting it. So this made Sega, like everyone blames this and that, oh, the full motion and shit. But Sega did that because they're like, look, stop with the fucking Space Invaders, we want actual games, and forcing full motion video was a quick way of fixing the problem, but unfortunately we just got loads of crappy ones of those. They could have totally put like a bunch of the arcade superscaler games on that thing, and they would have played pretty damn good and looked pretty damn good, and they might have sold okay, you know, we'll never know. I reckon you'd have got some decent games out of that. And plus the fact, you know, that sort of thing... Yeah, there ain't no break in this game. Like, if there is, I can't find it. I remember on the Burt, one of the Burts, the windscreen wipers, of course you have wipers on Burt windows, were operated by a foot pedal. And so we let someone else have a go at steering the Burt and told them that was the brake. So they kept pressing it. It's not stopping. Like, oh, brakes are gone. There must be a leak somewhere. A leak? Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's just, you know, a bit of water. It's fine. I really miss the Burt. If I ever get lots and lots of money, I'm going to buy a Burt. Plus, you can totally pick up chicks on a Burt. The first time I ever got a stiffy from looking at a woman, I was on a Burt. She worked for the Coast Guard. She was about 40. She had a really nice long dark hair, really nice curvaceous figure, nice curvy ass on her, and I just kept staring at it, and I got such a raging fucking stiffy. You know, I must have been about, it must have been about 10 when this happened, and I was just like, why is this happening? Like how the Chinese still do the screen removal unless this ROM is set just about, yeah. Unless it's in China. It's in China. Music's really punchy and catchy. Yeah, I mean, technically the sound chip's less advanced than the Nintendo's one, the NES, but I'd rather listen to the pure square waves. It does have a few tricks up its sleeve, actually. Yeah, let's test some really quick here. I'm not going to play this, but we'll go and listen to some of the music, because this is like... I wonder if this is on here. Actually. There might be something else that would do it, but... Let's have a look. We'll go for that, because I know that has it. It's not in there. That must be regionalised. That seems the more likely option. Might not be on here, you know. That would suck. Oh fuck, there's a WWF game on this. I didn't know that. I mean, they're generally terrible, but I mean, Ah, there we go. Let's load this really quick, because this uses the like noise channel control, so you're controlling the noise channel with a square channel, so that's advancing the flip-flop instead. Because it is really just a bunch of flip-flops, the sound chip. Yeah, piece of tobacco. Flash has good music. I'm not overly familiar with that. Yeah, we'll give this a quick listen before we pack it in. I might have as well fuck about for a couple of minutes. Like, it isn't the best use of this, but it's one of the few games that does it. So you're sacrificing a square channel, so you don't get the noise channel. So it is something like a 12% duty cycle or something, but you can play in lower pitches by doing that. Not very loud, I'm afraid. There's really good music is Global Gladiators. See if that's on there real quick. Fuck it, we'll see if that's on there. Global Gladiators. It's a fucking McDonald's license game. And for some reason, it has really good music in it. Even though it's a little bit demo scene-y, and I don't usually like that sort of thing. Oh, you're kidding me. It's not on here. Maybe it's in one of the other... It's fucking McDonald's, you know. I could make jokes about the Americans there, but it wasn't in there. It's not on here! It might use some sort of mapper that this flash cartridge isn't compatible. Oh, probably. I probably will get supersized. I got supersized looking at that Curse Guard woman, though, so... I'm disappointed it's not on here. Oh yeah, it has a Michael Jackson's Moonwalker port, which actually isn't terrible, surprisingly. Fucking hell, there's another wrestling game on here. What else have we got? Space Harrier. Space Harrier, I always get that mixed up with Afterburner for some reason. 22 million for the game E.T. license. Jeez. Yeah, Space Harrier. I always mix this up with Afterburner for some reason. I'm only sticking around while I finish my cigarettes, so don't expect me to do very much here. I think the timing might be a bit different between the European and US one, because I remember the music being faster than that. Can't remember how to control this worth of damn. I don't have most of my cartridges for this thing anymore, you know. Very much a Jap shooter, but in the arcade this would have probably been a super scaler, and it's the sort of thing the Sega CD should have been doing. But I don't remember if it had a port of this game or not. Of course, we can't do super scaling on a Master System, that's just not going to happen. So it's just switching tiles in and out here. And these guys, I don't remember this. Oh, evil. I hate them. Make them go away. Oh, gross. Kill it. Hey, at least I don't just blow up if I knock into a tree. I mean, it's probably not doing me any good, but I'd sort of remembered that being instant death, and it's not. That's death, though. PCM samples. But I got this out of the USA folder, didn't I? Uh-oh. Yeah, but nobody owned the 32X. The 32X was, like, doomed to fail. I mean, who'd even bother with that thing? It sort of sucks, because I know it's quite a capable machine, really. This is just not updating the screen, like... I don't remember this. Is this like a regional issue? I do need to replay Zelda 3 at some point, don't I? Yeah, the Saturn... I don't have much of a library for the Saturn, but if I can get a 3D controller for the Saturn, I will do Duke 3D on it, because I do have that. I'm going to probably puke when I do, but I'll try. Sega CD, no, because the 32X had, like, I think it was SH2 processors. The Sega CD had, like, a 12 MHz 68K, so it was slightly more powerful than the Mega Drive. But you could still use the two processors in the Mega Drive at the same time, so... Like, they're still accessible, but the memory map of the system changes. Like, you get, I can't remember how much it shifts things by, but it shifts the memory map around. Well, I have to sit and play this on my own at some point, but I've got to go to bed, so I'm going to do that. But as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll have to get the next part of Manhattan Project done for Sunday, which I've got plenty of time. I'll probably record that tomorrow. I'm hoping to get a new episode of Duke Mapping Taboo done by next week, which is all Billy Boy windows, so we're going to actually have to go into how the build engine renders things, as nobody's ever explained how they work, that I've seen. And, yeah, beyond that, I'm not sure yet. Hopefully next Thursday, we might stream a new game, which, like I say, it probably will be that walking simulator, but if it isn't, because I don't know if it runs on my PC yet, we might actually be doing something in the Doom engine, which would be a little bit strange. But I don't know. It's not set in stone yet. So, yeah, I'm High Treason. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here. Ta-ta.